Namaste. I'm just jumping on real quick to kind of do like a PSA type of quick, less than 5 minute video. Sorry about the no makeup and, well, oh, it's 1:30. It's almost 1:30 in the morning. Okay, I just want to tell you real quick about the coronavirus. You have to get it's serious, and I'm not even going to label this coronavirus because they're taking down YouTubers' videos, but there's a doctor that they don't take his videos down, and he scared the crap out of me. I think he's Dr. Thong Chong, something with a T, something like Tong, Dr. Tong. Anyway, you can find him on YouTube. He looks like he's sitting in front of a white dresser. Anyway, let me get the dogs in, and then I'll go into more detail, because the dogs are just going to wake up my stepson, and he has to go to work tomorrow. Remember, he's the only one working in the house. He's the only one working. Okay, so I didn't forget about my art video. That'll come up when I'm in the right meditative state. The artwork is almost all done. All seven canvases, or no, 8 canvases. Don't you bark at me. Come on, Clay. Oh, you alright? You alright? You want to say hi? You want to say hi to Subs? You want to say hi? Attention whore. Come on in, baby. I have one shy dog, Cleo, and I have one dog that is an attention whore, just like her mom. I'm sorry about my lips, yesterday's video. I looked back at it and I noticed I really need Botox in my lip. I have like no lips and it looks terrible, but I'm afraid of needles, so I have 0 tattoos, so I'm too afraid. I felt like my life was painful enough, why put myself through more pain. But I do want to get the lip gloss and the lipstick. I used to have it and it would plump up my lips. So sorry about the lack of lips. Why are you barking? Why are you barking? What? What? Go in here. Go in there. Eat your food. Okay. All right. You're gonna get your last snack, and then I'll get to the video. Okay. Yeah. Don't forget. I didn't forget about the artwork, and I'm also going to be doing the Lori Vallow video, trying to find the kids, Tylee and 17-year-old Tylee, and either 7 or 10-year-old JJ. I'm sorry, I don't know his age for sure. He's either 7 or he's 10. And Lori Vallow's a witch, and Chad Daybell. Another thing. Oh, I'm sorry, Cleo. All right, that's your last snack, guys. I can't feed it to you. You gotta feed yourself. It's on the floor. Good girls, go to sleep, okay? Wow. Dogs are exhausting, but worth it. Anyway, what I wanted to get to is please make sure that you're drinking lots of water. They just found out, a study came out that said people, even with slight symptoms, some young people that are very healthy will be exposed to the virus, get the virus, not really know they have it, but just have a little bit of symptoms, which is just like the flu. So make sure that you are hydrated. Have a couple, I should talk. I don't drink enough, but if you can't drink water, drink coffee. Drink several cups of tea, coffee, that works. Always use sugar-free. If you have to put sugar in it, always use Truvia or stevia, something sugar-free. Try to stay away from Splenda because there's a lot of artificial things in that. And I'm not like a health nut by any means, look at the size of me. But I know a few things about health, and I research constantly. This keeps you hydrated, and it's 0. Gatorade 0. meaning has no calories, okay? But it'll give you all the good stuff that you need. Potassium, like, is, just like bananas, but no calories. And it tastes really good, okay? I always make sure that I have this around, and I drink it within a couple of days. And if I'm really feeling sick, I'll drink the whole thing, okay? Then again, make sure you have a lot of this around. It's true, it's true. Okay. So don't forget lemon water, water with honey, and you heat it up for a little while. Just boil some water, put in 2 tablespoons of honey, take 1 tablespoon of honey in your mouth. That'll be good for your throat, and put loads of cut up lemon in it. What did I want to get out of here? Did I want to show you something, or did I just want to get myself a brewski? Yeah, I think I just wanted to get myself a brewski. Sorry about that. Okay, don't look inside my refrigerator. It's a gosh darn mess. You don't even want to. Some people like, when you clean out your refrigerator, I'm like, no. Because I tried that once or twice, and it's really scary. Anyway, getting back to basics. Make sure that you're constantly drinking. If you can't drink the water, drink warm water. Drink tea, coffee, that works. Staying hydrated. Keep on. And people say, well, coffee dehydrates you, or tea dehydrates you. Well, not if you're having a lot of it, okay? And coffee, the studies have shown that coffee is good for your intestines, breast cancer, your large intestines, colon cancer, stomach cancer, okay? But you have to have an energy. It's very good for energy. So 3-4 cups of coffee. That'll help you with that. And if you don't like coffee, try tea. My husband, he hates anything warm unless it's an occasional cappuccino, excuse me, or an occasional hot chocolate. But he's diabetic, so he's not really supposed to have that. But, does he listen to the rules? No. Does he listen to me? No. Okay? So, you know what? Anybody who cares about their health and cares about living, this is what you need. Okay? No, I'm just playing. Okay, well, but this is good for you because it has hops in it, so it's good for your nerves. Anyhow, you need plenty of Clorox, and I'll tell you why in a minute. You need plenty of this. This is cheap. You could still, people didn't hoard it because they don't know about it. They don't know. One second. Sometimes the dogs fight. This is a new thing. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. Nana, move back. She wants to go to bed. Nana, move. Nana, in. Holy cow. Is this what you're going to do to me? Okay, sorry about the interruptions and the crazy, sound of my voice. But I had this on my mind. I said, you know what? All day long I had a bad day today. So I really thought I was going to do the video. I thought I was going to do the burn. I thought I was going to do a walk. I didn't leave the house. Because I was on the phone a long time with my sister. Till probably 5 o'clock in the morning, from 12 to 5. And then I painted a couple of pictures. And then fed the dogs all their medicine, put the animals out. I fed the rabbit. And then I finally, by 9 o'clock, Devin said, go to lay down. So, but my sister, she needed me to talk to her, so I talked to her. But tonight I can't do that. So I wanted to show you this. Okay. So when I worked, I worked as a teacher for my whole life since I'm 17. Okay. I've been some form of teacher and parent. Okay. So the last time I was working in Brooklyn from 2010 to 2015, and then I got married to Devin, and we moved to Texas in 2015, October 2015. But I finished out 5 years in this one school in Brooklyn, Gravesend, Brooklyn. Shout out. Not that I have any friends. Anyway. Well, they tried to be my friend, but then after a while I didn't call them back, or they didn't call me, and, you know, I'm in 3,000 miles away from Brooklyn, so it's not like we're going to be hanging. So anyhow, doesn't matter. I was working with little preschool kids, and I was getting sick. Excuse me. Must be true. I had a sneeze. Okay, so I was getting sick. I must have been getting sick from the kids because they are germ carriers, severe germ carriers, little kids, not old people, little kids. So try not to bring little kids over to old people, all right? Because that's not good. But what I did was, and they were all like in the realm of, oh, you can only wash down the kids' tables with this generic form that won't hurt kids, and like they wouldn't let us use Windex, they wouldn't let us use Clorox, they wouldn't let us use alcohol because the kids, that might hurt them, right? Well, this teacher, she does what she wants. Did you hear me? She does what she wants. Okay. But I gotta be careful and sneaky about it because I was getting cold after cold, flu after flu. I had to take off from work. The kind of flu that you have where you're cold 1 minute and freezing and you can't get warm, and then the next minute or 5 minutes later you are so hot and you're sweating and your fever's so high. And I had nobody to take care of me because my husband at the time, he was working. He didn't live with me. He was in his house with his 2 teenage kids, and he was a school teacher himself, so he couldn't come over and help me. One time I think my sister helped me. Anyhow, so I had to figure out a way because they told me that I was getting in trouble for being absent, and I said, what can I tell you? I got the flu. The flu means 1 week, usually, or unless it's a stomach virus, and then you just take care of it overnight. But this is what I found made the most difference. Just gonna see if I can get my, excuse me. You didn't hear that, did you? Must have been a drawer opening. Was a drawer opening? Yeah, it must have been a drawer opening. Okay, I'm gonna put you down for a second. Okay, so I would have one closet that was in my room. Right? They only gave me one closet. Inside the closet was construction papers, paint, all kinds of books. And then that's where I would have to shove my coat and my pocketbook, with my keys in it and everything. So anything that I didn't want the kids to play with or anybody to steal, I had to push it all the way back there and bring in my own lock. So anyway, I do that, and then I'm still getting sick, and every day we had to wipe down the tables twice. They had breakfast, they had a snack, then they had lunch. And all in the room. And I had a parrot at the time that was lazy. And she said, oh, I didn't do it right. Because I noticed you're always doing it after I do it. And I go, well, look, just watch me. Let me show you how to do it. Because it really has to be cleaned the right way. So she did it wrong because she knew I would end up doing it. And then I just finally told her, I'll do it. Because, you don't seem to want to do it. So I had this baby. I used to have Windex too, but then that got expensive because Windex is like $4 or more. So this is cheaper. You just get the generic alcohol. That's what this is, alcohol. Right? This is for anybody, any career, even people who stay at home. Right? You have to have this. You take your paper towel, make sure it's like folded pretty good. It's like, this is pretty big. Yeah, this is pretty big. But it's important to have it like a shirt size because you have to fold it up many times, and then you could use it many times because all you have to do is open up another level, and then you could use that level. It kills germs on contact like probably 99%. So you pour a little on it. If you feel like it's not enough, pour a little more on the back, and then just set. And what I used to have is, let me show you right there. We need this because that'll keep the moisture in. And then we don't waste, right? Then we could use it for a couple times. Sometimes in my bag, I would have a couple of rags that already had the alcohol on it. Why? Because I have to get busy. I have to get busy. I can't be standing around, getting these ready. But then I always kept this in there. And when I had, like, my phone, for example. Oh, my phone needs to get clean. Somebody just touched me, and then they just touched my phone. So, alright. I don't know if you're supposed to clean your phone with alcohol. I think it'll be alright if you just douse it. You not douse it. If you just touch it with just a little damp one. Okay? Make sure it dries. Alright, so it doesn't screw anything up. Alright, and then, of course, you do your hands, because this is killing the germs. Now, your hands are going to get dry, really, really dry, because this dries it out. But would you rather have really dry hands or be in the hospital and almost die? Or give somebody germs and have them die? So the masks that they're using, they're saying put bandanas over your face. If you can't get masks, alright? Whatever you do with the masks, okay, they have to be washed, all right? Or just use your shirt like this, okay? But if you have something like this, all right, you'll faint. You might faint from the smell of it, but it's good to wipe yourself off so that you know, okay, I just touched the dogs. So now, you don't have to throw it out yet. I'm going to put it in here. And you'll know when it's time to throw it out. And then I'll just make another one, which will be for the counter, for the phone. Okay, so I'm just taking a little bit here. I know it sounds stupid, but it's so simple, and it could save lives, and it could save people from getting double pneumonia. Okay, so I just damped it a little bit. And this could be for my counter. Like the counter, is dirty. There are some things people spill on it. Okay, and that's what you use that for. You could use it in the bathroom too, alcohol wipes. And then it'll smell like, the kids used to say, hey, you smell like my daddy. He has that smell. Because they were picking up the alcohol smell. And I was like, wow, you must have a fun daddy. You must have the same daddy I had growing up. So anyway. Now, I feel like this one was dirty. This one got dirty, so I'm going to probably throw this one away. All right? But it's just important when you're touching the doors, you can wipe up. Doorknobs. Now, some people do the doorknobs with the alcohol. I don't mind that. Now, some people do the doorknobs with the Clorox. Just remember, when you're pouring Clorox onto paper towels, they splash all over the place and they go on your pants. So you're better off doing that with a rag. Okay, and then you wipe off all the doorknobs in the house, the windows, okay, because that's where things get stuck to. Okay, but basically that's your outside world. We have to make our inside world very, very, very strong. Okay, so that's where this action comes in. It's gonna look like a hot mess, like a messy, messy girl. Okay, but look at these vitamins. Okay, some of them are mine, some of them are Devin's. Like what I take every day is turmeric biotin. I take turmeric biotin. Turmeric is for my stomach, any stomach problems, but mostly for inflammation. Like sometimes you might see my face and it'll be a big circle. That means I'm all inflamed, okay? Or maybe I'm not taking my thyroid pill right. Sometimes you might see some wrinkles on my face and you're like, who's that? And that means I didn't take my biotin, because that helps my hair and it helps my skin. Okay, so also the doctor wants me on, anybody who's a little bit old, vitamin D. You could also get vitamin D outside, but didn't get a chance to go outside, so I'll be taking some of that today. And then this is for nerves. People have very panic attacks, or you really feel like you need a Xanax, but you don't got a Xanax because that gets you addicted. Take a GABA calms you down a little bit. I would say on the scale 1 to 10, calm me down to a 7. It's not that high, but if I had a cup of chamomile tea with it and the GABA pill, then I'm all right. Calms me down to a 7. Sometimes I'll have to take it at night. Okay, so I'm supposed to be taking these calcium pills, but I always forget. So let's just leave it over there. I'll forget about it. Okay, so all in all, it has to be cleaned up. But main thing is, drink more water. Drink more coffee. Drink more coffee, okay? Drink more tea, all right? Drink more beer if you're not pregnant, okay? If you don't like beer, there's wine, all right? It's not going to hurt you. Vodka, that might hurt you. But beer and wine, it's not going to hurt you. It's going to help relax you a little bit, okay? So, do these things, all right? Take a paper towel, wet it with your alcohol and put it in there. Now, what do you do with this? Okay, this is for the big jobs. The floors, see, my floors need to be cleaned with this. Hate to do it, but most likely I start in the bathrooms for that, and it'll have a nice smell. Just pour some in the bathtub, fill the bathtub up with some water, pour some of that in there, then pour a little bit of soft scrub, and then just scrub it with one of the scrubbers, and you'll have a nice clean bathtub. Okay, it'll smell like a pool. But this is good for like really big messes, greasy messes and stuff. Plus, you could pour it on a rag like a washcloth or a dish towel, right? But make sure you put it inside a bag because it'll smell too much. You could faint or get irritated skin, right? What do we use it for? Wipe off this thing. This thing. Wipe off this. Wipe off that. You could also do that with alcohol, okay? So that's a couple of good things, and I've spoken too much. And there was somebody, if you are out there, I can't remember her name. Was it Jenna? Somebody wanted me to do a reading on March 30th. I think it was. I said, I can do it, but please give me to March 30th. But then my family had the family tragedy that just happened on Saturday. And I needed a little more time. So please just go to my Gmail and tell me in my Gmail again what your name is. And I just need to know who you're trying to contact, what their name is. You don't have to give last name, just their first name. If you want to give me their middle name, you can. And when did they pass over to the other side? You don't have to say what happened to them. And then just give me two questions. I don't guarantee that I'll get everybody when I do it, but just let me know. And I'll give you a regular reading with my cards, and I'll tell you what I got. But just be specific in your questions, like, is, Grandma and Grandpa together up in heaven? But don't ask me questions like, oh, how did you die? Did somebody murder you? I usually don't know that. They're so happy up there, they don't want to usually describe any kind of pain or any kind of murder because they let God handle that part. Okay? It's only when they're not found, like Tylee and JJ, they haven't been found yet. So they'll talk more about the extensions of what had happened to them. But we're not getting all the answers. Anyhow, please, get yourself several bottles of these. And you could wash all the doorknobs down. You could sterilize anything with it. Wiping down your phone constantly. These phones carry so much garbage because we go to the bathroom, we bring the phone in there. Even if we don't bring the phone in there, some people don't wash their hands after the bathroom. I know that's gross. Okay? I'm hiccuping and I haven't even had a drink. I had a salsa, so I shouldn't be hiccuping. Okay, so anyway, get your biotin. Take 2 of these babies, turmeric, 2 of these babies, they're 500 milligrams each, and D. Okay? and your alcohol, or this alcohol, okay, it's just to cause light, and then this, all right? That's what I wanted to tell you. Every once in a while, the sink gets backed up and smells like food, so I'll pour it down there too. Okay, matter of fact, I'll do that now. It looks pretty gross. There we go. Okay, so since you've been so grateful and so patient, before I check out, I'm going to show you one picture. The picture of, and I'll come back with like music and everything, maybe not looking at me, just all the artwork, and then you could tell me in the comments which ones you were interested in. Maybe I'll give some prices out, but I'm going to be showing you also the prints. And now the small prints are only $10. If you buy 4 prints, you get the 5th one free. Okay, so then you would only be spending $40 instead of $50 on 5 paintings, okay, that you could put in a picture frame. Okay, so here's the stuff. You see that? Do you like that? That's God's painting. And it's really, really, you could feel it. Even the lines you could feel, and they feel nice. Or if it was flat, it would be boring. It's fully shellacked, and it's seafoam green, and little different kinds of blue. And then on the edges is a little bit of white, because he wanted some more white to pop. Okay? And then here is the butterfly. Blue butterfly, I didn't name it yet. But I just love this shellacked. This was called Purple Pizzazz, and then the silver made it pop. Okay, I didn't sign this one yet because I was wondering if God needed to sign it. Okay, all right, and then we have the horse, which I showed you the last time, but it wasn't finished. There's 5 horses in here, and I think we called them heavenly horses. I think MC told me about that. Heavenly horses. Okay, they all come to help protect. Made by God. Zena's still doing good. Hi, Zena. Hi. Then this one I was really proud of. I really shouldn't even go over there, but I'm going to go over there. I was really proud of this because I was dying for the orange and the purple. You see that? These rocks. The 3 layers of purple. See that? You could touch in here to get the feeling of this beach. You could touch the sky at dusk. My favorite time, you could touch the sides here, which different kinds of purple paint is available on there. And then we have this. You might say, what will we want with that? Well, guess what? It is a holder. You just have to push the button, and I put this little ribbon on it so that you can hang it up if you wanted to, and you can hang up a note. Like, for example, give me a second. Say you got an invitation to a party. You can hang it up right there in your room. And then when you're done with that party, take it down. And then you see those pretty ladies again. Okay. Now, what else did I do? Okay, so this is still being worked on. It's almost done. I think it looked like it needed something extra. So when it needs something extra, I just leave it on the table. Try to decide. So there we have the energy of silver, which resonates with white. Whenever you say, I really like white, then you will like silver, because silver and white are in that same family, and also gray. Okay, so, oh, over here on the table, not yet done, but almost, is another Lady Guadalupe. I'm trying to decide which colors she's going to have around her. I'm sure they're going to be yellow and orange, maybe green, but I'm not sure yet. And the black makes it pop, three-dimensional. And then we have a simple pizzazz purple. And I have this kind of gold. That's really, really thick and pretty. So, and then I also have this gold. So I'm trying to figure out which way to go. Okay, one more, and I am out of here. I am out of here. Because, okay, here it is. God said to me after I did the first thing, then I did a couple of purple things. He didn't say anything about the purple. It's like, yeah, girl, you go. But then I saw these horses looking at me from ripped up out of the magazine. And he goes, I was going to use them. And he goes, yeah, those are the ones you use, not the brown one, these white ones. And I was like, I don't even really affiliate with, I'm not resonating with horses. He goes, you have to do it. There's a meaning behind it, but you don't have to know now. So here we go. Okay, it's so soft. This is so soft. It's like the best job that I've done on the edges. And Devin said, why didn't you cover his feet? And I said, oh, no, I can't cover his feet because God says he wants to show the feet because that's how they get themselves places. And so if you are into your crown chakra and horses, of course, and you resonate with horses, and you just really need a time to be indecisive and just absorb what's already coming in to your brain. Maybe you're developing your psychic abilities. Maybe you're developing your dreams into a business. Maybe you're developing, you want to start reading cards, or you just want to start working on cases, crime cases. So you have to work on your crown chakra, which is really like a light white mixed with gray. Okay, just so that you could